So in this problem, we're told that if x comma y is a solution of the system of equations above and x is greater than 0, what is the value of x times y? And so we're given this system of equations, y equals x squared and 2y plus 6 is equal to 2x plus 3. So the obvious thing here to do is that you should take your x squared and plug it in, and that's going to allow us to solve for x. And if we have x, we should be able to solve for y. So what you want to do is take your x squared, plug it in for y. So 2 times x squared plus 6 equals, and then I'm going to multiply this out. So we want to do 2 times x and then 2 times 3. So 2 times x is going to be 2x. 2 times 3 is going to be 6. And so we could solve this different ways, but I think the best way would be, since we have an x squared, we have an x, and then we have a constant, we should move them all to one side and then set it equal to 0 and solve. So what you want to do is move these to the same side. So we're gonna have 2x squared plus 6, and then we're gonna minus 2x and then minus 6. So minus 2x minus 6 equals 0. And then what you should see is that this 6 and this minus 6 will cancel. So we're just left with 2x squared minus 2x equals 0. And so we're solving for x. What you should see here is that this 2x and this 2x, you can factor out a 2x. So if we factor out a 2x, 2x, if you factor out of 2x squared, it's just going to become x, right? Because 2x times x is 2x squared. And then 2x from minus 2x is just going to be minus 1, because minus 1 times 2x is minus 2x. And so what values of x is going to make this 0? So 0 times anything is 0, right? So if we just plug in a 0 here, no matter what this is, or if we plug in 0, it's just going to be 0 times minus 1, which is 0. So one of ours is going to be 0. And then if we plug in a 1 here, 1 minus 1 is 0. And then it would just be 2 times 1, which is 2. So 2 times 0 is also 0. So our two values are going to be x and 1, or 0 and 1. But the thing is, they tell us that x has to be greater than 0. So 0 isn't going to make sense. So x is going to have to equal 1. And so now we know x equals 1. We have to find y, right? Because we're trying to find the value of x times y. And so all we got to do is plug in 1 into our equation, and we can solve for y. So y equals x squared, and so x is 1, so it's just 1 squared. And so 1 squared is just 1. So y equals 1. And so we're trying to find the value of x times y. And so if x is 1 and y is 1, so it's just 1 times 1. 1 times 1 is just 1. So the answer to this problem is going to be 1. If we look at our answer choices here, it's going to be A. So the answer to this problem is going to be A.